Connie!
Hi. I hear Christian's been discharged.
He's with Lyndon and AAU for his final obs, and then I'm gonna take him home.
So pleased for you.
John's getting his room set up at home. He's decided to shelve the writing for a bit.
And I hear you're taking some leave.
Yeah, both my boys are gonna have to get used to me back there under their feet.
Well, give my regards to Christian. And to John. Oh, you've been through so much, haven't you?
Thank you.
Joseph, I've just been in my office to find Christian's notes and your research papers scattered over my desk. Why?
Come in.
Any news on Daisha? Nothing yet.
I am presenting to the board today. I thought I had it in the bag, and I'm not sure where I stand.
Well, Davina will stand with the winners, whoever they are. It's cut from the same cloth as Sutherland.
Sutherland?
Let's just say we've been spoiled by Jane.
Oh, I won't give up on this.
No, nor should you.
You were there every step of the way with Christian's recovery.
Please don't.
Back me on this.
You know what, I have more than enough to occupy my time at present.
Read the statistics. Thousands of people die every year from major CT and neurological injuries. With this process, we could save thousands of lives. Christian's body was cold when it was dragged from that water, and that cooling protected his brain. It saved him.
I'm sorry, I can't be part of this.
About Mr. Cullen's trial.
Right, I've already spoken to Mr. Cullen.
I thought I could at least rely on you to separate the kooks from the clinicians. What I'm hoping for is clarity.
Are you indeed?
Seems to me this is Jane's fixation as much as it is Lyndon's. And I worry she's a little emotionally raw to see flash cooling for what it truly is.
What would that be exactly?
Well, it's all a little science fiction, isn't it? Thermal suits and the like. The board want a sound landscape of ideas in which to invest time and money, not the hand-me-down theories of Star Trek.
All right, let me stop you there. Mr. Cullen's cryogenics theory, I know, meets all EU directives for clinical testing, and in fact I'm confident he has the approval of the Medicinal Health Regulatory Agency because the trials are not only sound in design, they are scientifically valid, and what's more, it works. My question to you is, have you even read the paper?
No, not in its entirety.
Might I suggest you do that?
One lad pulled from a freezing river survived. We're all grateful for that. But now Lyndon expects the board to jump through hoops to get this trial started. Mrs. Beauchamp, we are rightly quite cautious about stomping up £2 million for this. Lyndon is simply throwing his rattle out of the pram.
You know what? I have patience to see. I'm sure you have pens to push.
Now that the temperature in the arm is reduced, we can take the blood samples.
Mr. Cullen, isn't this a little dangerous?
Actions speak louder.
You could have lost your arm.
Well, then make it worth my while. Now, I've measured the acidosis, the lactic acid level, and the oxygenation of the blood gases from each blood sample. Now, as you can see, the results from the cold arm are far more promising. The tissues have been preserved.
What about practical application?
The proposed suit idea, as you can see, we will wrap the patient's bodies, therefore reducing body temperature and relieving pressure on the brain.
And will you be using our trauma patients as guinea pigs in these spacesuits?
You know what? The timescale between preclinical testing and stage 3 implementation can be as much as 10 years.
Well, it's shorter if I run it alongside my hospital duties.
And of course, the ethics committee would never sanction trials on patients. Mr. Cullen will give his ideas to a research lab, and once substantiated, I believe in several years' time, we will see flash cooling in-house.
But it's ready now. If we fast-track it through, we could be saving lives.
You are obviously passionate about this, but you need to get your trial data. And several years down the line, you will get the results. This is not all about you.
Mrs. Beauchamp, I couldn't have put it better myself. A marriage of innovation with circumspection. I'm sure Jane would approve.